Hello and welcome to a brand new series with me, the CraftyGamer, based in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Now, you join me aboard the Volvo FH16 you see in front of you, and I'm going to be doing a little delivery here in the United Kingdom. So, what I aim to do in this video is, like I say, this is the very first video. I am going to be describing what I want to do with this whole series of videos I'm going to end up doing, but I'm going to do that whilst on the road. So try and make this video as small as possible. So if we jump to the map section, we can see that we are currently sat in Birmingham and we've got to go all the way to Felixstowe. And now I would normally schedule a break somewhere along this route and split this video into two parts. However, I do think that this journey is actually quite small enough so that we can do the whole thing and get this delivery done and dusted in this very video. So let's jump back. Go inside here, it's a little more quieter. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to describe a few things that I want to do with this channel whilst on the drive, so that's always something to look forward to. And you're also going to see just how bad my driving really is. It's been quite interesting on Euro Truck Sim. So let's get the track IR set up. And let's get this thing started up. I think we'll have side lights on. Don't need beacons. Just going to set. Just going to try and get a nice comfortable position because driving around is quite uncomfortable. So let's get the actually we'll get the hazard lights on while we're in the yard at the moment. And I'll work out which way I'm supposed to go to get out of here. Actually, we'll need the map on, so one moment. Just get the map on there, we know what we're doing and where we're going. Can't remember if it's turn right here or it's turn left. That's just checking. Know what we are going to do before I get too far, and that's reset my seating position actually in the truck, because at the moment I can't quite see properly in the mirror, which is always a bad idea. That should do. And let's get out of Birmingham. Get outside of Birmingham before I really start describing what I want to do with this channel. Like I say, this is the first video of the series, so it's always a little bit of just trying to work out how I am going to run everything. Because not only do I have to talk, I also have to be able to actually drive this thing. And I'm bound to make some mistakes somewhere down the line. Someone will pick me up on. Nice early morning start to our trip, 7:42 in the morning. The weather looks good. For a long, perilous trip to Felixstowe. Only perilous because my driving is awful. This car should now overtake me. And there they go. Their acceleration is a lot better than mine. When we get out onto the M6, I will start describing really what's happening. Always helps if you get in the right gear for this. Now, like I say, you join me aboard the Volvo FH16. This is not my truck. Now, what I normally say, what I mean by not my truck is, thank you very much, is you start off ETS2 with no money and working for other companies, delivering goods. So they provide the truck, they provide the trailer, and you just do the driving. Now, this is wonderful if you want to see what's out there in the world of ETS2 with the lorries that they provide, because you have the likes of Volvo, Scania, Renault, Mercedes, Iveco, or Iveco if you can pronounce it right, MAN, they're in here as well, and they all have different units that have been painstakingly created. The work that's done on these units is absolutely fantastic. I have sat in a few units before, and I can say that they generally are very well done. This FH16, for instance, very painstakingly recreated here. But like I said, I don't own this vehicle, so what the idea is, you start off with doing all these deliveries, you make money. Some money goes to your company, or the company that own the unit, obviously, but you get a proportion even of that money. And if you keep doing lots and lots of deliveries, you will eventually get enough money. Let's slow down here a bit for the speed camera, or piggy bank as I like to call them. Yeah, you'll make enough money to buy your own unit. And once you've got your own unit, you run your own company, so you will make a lot more money than doing the quick jobs that I'm doing at the moment now. Now, this career, for want of a better word, that I'm on at the moment, I am getting to the point now where I need to buy my own unit. I've got £180,000 in the kitty. Trust me, that is not a lot of money. It costs about 150 to £160,000 to get yourself a decent unit with a decent engine in it, and all the rest of the stuff that you need. I'll do a video actually showing off just what is required when you're buying your own unit from a different company, and that will come up in the future. But like I say, once you get your own unit, you then run your own company, and you start making money, and that's all brilliant. But these things are quite expensive. You have to pay for the fuel, you have to pay for the servicing, you have to pay for any dear God damages that you do. So yeah, money's quite easy to come by, but it's also very easy to spend a lot of money in repairs. On the subject of repairs, most of it comes from the AI traffic of which you see around me at the moment. All those that know about ETS2 will know the pitfall of the AI traffic. It is just brutal. It's got better as the versions of this game have been released, but it's still very, very difficult to predict just what the AI traffic is actually going to do. So I dare say in a few of these videos we are going to see me come an absolute cropper against the AI traffic. Obviously they're faster than me. They do things you're just not quite ready for, and no amount of indicating before you turn and all that stuff. They will just do whatever they want to do. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Now you're going to see me grow, hopefully, my trucking empire from having just one unit to having a fleet of units. You might be wondering, well, you can only drive one unit at a time. Well, yes, that's true. However, you can hire AI drivers to drive for your company, and they will grow excuse me, they will grow their skills the more deliveries that they do, which is just exactly what I'm doing at the moment. And obviously the more drivers you have, the more wages you have to deal with, but the more money they bring into the company. So it is like literally running your own virtual trucking company, which is what I love about ETS2. It's just absolutely fantastic simulator. Now I'll also be doing a series of videos in the other simulator made by SCS, which is American Truck Simulator. So everything that you see here based in Europe, they've released another one set in America. So yeah, that's always quite interesting. Different style of lorries, Kenworths and the like. The lorries with the great big honking bonnets on the front end of the things, and massive engines, even though this engine's not exactly small. And obviously most deliveries are quite long. You can literally do a delivery from one end of Europe to another in ETS2, and that would make for a very long video and possibly quite boring. So what I will do is, you will see me set off on a delivery, and I will set up a breakpoint somewhere along the journey in a lay-by or services or something along those lines, and that will be the end of part one of that particular journey. And then we'll come back to it and I'll complete it in part two. So you may get a few multi-part videos coming up. I think it's the best way of making a video in something that is potentially quite long. Obviously this one, like I say, is quite a short journey. So hopefully we can get away with just doing one part to this video. Now, for all those that will be watching these videos, if you have any questions or comments about my driving, or you want any questions answered about ETS2 or American Truck Simulator when I start doing those videos, put the comments up on the YouTube page. I will answer them in the very next video. I do want to share the world of ETS and American Truck Simulator out there with you guys. I absolutely really do love American Truck Sim and ETS. It is the game or simulator that I spend a lot of time in, and you know, I used to be, well, I still am a huge fan of the Flight Simulator series. I do honestly believe that ETS2 is on par, in my eyes, with the Flight Simulator. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I do spend quite a lot of hours trucking around on the virtual motorways. obviously, like I say, I've got £180,000 in the kitty at the moment. I will do a couple of these videos with me running somebody else's unit before I decide to buy my very own unit for the first one of the company. I do have a rather big soft spot for Scanias. I can't believe I just said that whilst driving a Volvo, but yeah, for some reason, Scanias are the one for me. And in this very new version of ETS2, we've actually got the brand spanking new 17 plate Scanias, Scania R's and S's, is it? I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, so we've got the new style of Scanias in the fleet, and all purchasable, all for an outstanding amount of money. And the great thing about this is we're not just hauling trailers like the one I'm carrying here. I mean, I do believe I'm carrying, was it 11 tons of furniture, apparently. One of the most boring deliveries I can think of. There is what we call special deliveries, and special deliveries are where you carry something along the lines of a substation for a power station, something that weighs tons, and by tons I mean, like, 60 tons or something. It's ridiculously heavy. Something that you would need an escort vehicle or two to actually complete. And the great thing about Euro Truck Simulator is that is exactly what will happen. So at some point I will start doing the much heavier loads, and you will see escort vehicles that are smart, unlike me. So there's something to look forward to. I mean, like I say, at the moment I'm just carrying a Bogo standard trailer. I think it's a curtain cider by the look of it, possibly. With 11 tons or something something quite light worth of furniture. It's not making the Volvo F816 engine struggle one little bit. That's pulling away in 9th gear and not a problem. And you might be wondering what kind of equipment I'm running on my ETS2 and ATS. Well, I have a Logitech G920 wheel. It is, well, I purchased it about a month ago now, and I am absolutely loving it. It's awesome. It has made the game so much better than the wheel I used to have, which was an old Ferrari GT 3-in-1 wheel, I do believe the correct name for it was. The Logitech just blows the Ferrari wheel out of the water. And I also have a 6-speed, get in the right lane, mate. I have a 6-speed transmission, which obviously, this lorry does not have 6 gears. So yes, I have it modded out now to actually replicate a 12-speed lorry gearbox, which makes it quite interesting, very realistic, I suppose. I also have my Galaxy Tab set up in front of me, which actually controls a lot of the controls of my lorry. So I can set the parking brake, I can set the lights, I can set the wipers, I can set differential locks, hitch a trailer up or let it, unhitch it. I will do a video showing this piece of equipment off, because I only just downloaded this software. I think the company that actually make it is called Rocket or Roccat. They usually make peripherals for PCs. Well, they also now make this as software, and it's absolutely awesome. It's taken the truck simulator to the whole next level now, that I can actually just dial in stuff as I go, and I don't have to press anything on the keyboard. So here we are, we're just walking into Felixstowe. First time I've actually come in here, so it's Felixstowe discovered. Roadworks as usual. Find a lot of cities have roadworks. So now we've just got to find our drop-off point. Traffic might build up a little bit here in Felixstowe. Oh, I hate roundabouts in this game, I really do. 'Cause, I mean, I can see the road, but I can't see the road. It's just, it's so You're never quite sure what the AI traffic's going to do. Watching where the back end of my trailer goes there. Mr. AI Volvo or Ford or whatever that is got pretty close. So looks my drop-off point is just coming up on the left-hand side. Should be just here, just where that little turning is. Just park over the green icon here for a minute. And now this is the part where we select how I'm going to park the trailer. And you have three options here, and the only difference is you get different amount of XP for them. So in the top one you have where do you need it. So literally they will put me a parking space which is immensely difficult to get to, and you know I get 40 XP for that, which is, well, 40 XP. You can then select the next one down, which is Let's Play It Safe, which is the one which I usually go to because it parks it, or they ask me to park it in a place that's a little bit closer to where I am. And then we have the Sorry I'm in a Hurry, so that just basically skips it. So we're going to go with Let's Play It Safe for the time being, which is going to park it, although asking for it to be parked here, which is off to my left-hand side. Now if I select it here, they want it put on a bay. I am useless at the moment with this wheel at parking on a bay, so we're going to go with Let's Play It Safe. So there you go, that's the white box they want the trailer in. So let's put our hazard lights on because we are now in a yard, and try and manoeuvre this lorry into the parking place. Ignoring the bings and the bongs for the time being. I'm going to have to go a little bit past that point and then come back a little bit. Hopefully that should start straightening out the trailer. Keep going forward till that goes green. And like so. Brake, neutral, parking brake is now set. So hazards off, lights off. And if we see, if I get this right, hey! Let's quieten it down a bit. One delivery put into Felixstowe of, what was it, 11 tons worth of, let's have a look, where is it? Oh, 16 tons worth of furniture. There you go, that's the most exciting thing I've ever carried yet. All I've got to do is press the right button, which is that one, that's what I'm looking for, and we'll drop the trailer off. And that will be the end of this delivery. So let's see what I got. Excellent. Yes, money. We like money. Total distance was 163 miles. Time taken in game was 3 hours 50 minutes, and fuel consumed was 84.6 litres. Yeah, I got some extra bonuses for this delivery. So my total amount of money they paid me was £8,028 with 400 XP points. Now I'll go through this whole level thing here. I mean, yeah, 13,252 apparently. What's basically happened here, if we jump back to this is our main screen. Now what's happened is I have mods running, or had mods running in this game, and one of them was an XP mod. And what the XP mod is, it gives you stupendous amounts of XP for one delivery. Now I've taken the mod out of the game now, it's not part of the game. The only reason I had it installed was that I would be able to, when I purchase my own truck, is I can actually now decorate it in any which way I like, and not have to worry about, oh, I haven't got the XP to unlock an engine upgrade, or a gearbox upgrade, or a paint scheme, or something ridiculous like that. So that's the only mod that was in this at the start, I used to have a graphics mod installed as well, but basically we've gone back down to the vanilla game of ETS2, or I say the vanilla, it's the latest version of the game that's out now. So yeah, I'll discuss that a bit more in detail at the next video. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, comments, or anything like this about the drive that you've just seen, or any suggestions, then please feel free, post them on the YouTube page. I will be also putting links up on the Twitter page as well. And I hope I can really make a lot of videos on ETS2. I can't tell you how much I really do like ETS2. And I'm going to really love having a go at American Truck Simulator when we get some really big trucks to hurl around all over the place. So yeah, my name is CraftyGamer. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the second episode of this series very, very soon.